Something is shifting. Can you feel it? There's an energy in the air tonight that cannot be ignored, a force beyond what the physical eye can see. For those who have always sensed they were different, for those who have carried a purpose deep within their souls without fully understanding why, tonight is not just another night. It is a divine convergence, a sacred calling that has echoed throughout the ages. The time has come. The 144,000 are awakening. This is not a coincidence. You have not been led here by accident. Every sign, every whisper in the wind, every synchronicity that has brought you to this very moment has been orchestrated by a force greater than ourselves. And if you feel the pull, if your spirit is vibrating at a frequency that tells you something monumental is happening, then you already know you are part of something bigger. The veil between dimensions is thinner than ever. The spiritual realm is calling, summoning those who were chosen long before their birth. You may have felt it recently, an unshakable sense that something is coming. Perhaps you've had prophetic dreams, visions of a great gathering, or an unexplained knowing deep within. Perhaps you've been sensing an urgency, a pressure building up inside of you, as if preparing for a momentous shift. The world around us is blind to what is happening tonight, but for the chosen ones, the signs have been undeniable. This is the moment of alignment, the moment where 144,000 souls will unite, not in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm. A gathering beyond time and space, a synchronization of divine energies that will send ripples across the entire fabric of reality. This is not a gathering like the world understands. No physical meeting, no earthly location. This is something far greater, a merging of frequencies, a convergence of light warriors across dimensions, a strengthening of the spiritual battlefield. Because whether the world acknowledges it or not, a battle is raging, a war between light and darkness, a struggle between truth and deception, and the chosen ones have been sent here for a reason. You were not meant to blend in. You were not meant to walk the same path as everyone else. You have always known you were different, not by accident, but by design. The tests, the tribulations, the isolation you have endured, none of it was random. You were being prepared, strengthened, refined by the fire, so that when the time came, you would be ready. And now, that time is here. Tonight, as the chosen ones unite in spirit, a new wave of energy will be released into this world, an activation unlike anything before. Those who are attuned will feel it, a surge of divine power, a sharpening of spiritual sight, an unshakable clarity of purpose. This is not the end. This is the beginning. The darkness knows what is coming, and it trembles. Forces have worked tirelessly to keep humanity asleep, to keep the chosen ones from realizing their purpose. Distractions, fear, manipulation, all designed to weaken the spirit. But nothing can stop what has been prophesied. Nothing can hinder the rise of those who were called. This night marks a turning point. Some will awaken for the first time. Others will receive new revelations, new instructions, new confirmations of what they were always meant to do. The mission is clear. Awaken, guide, and prepare. The world is shifting, and those who have been chosen must step into their roles. You feel it, don't you? The pull, the calling. So prepare yourself, cleanse your energy, silence the noise, and open your spirit to receive, because the time has come. The chosen ones are gathering. And after tonight, nothing will ever be the same. The prophecy of the 144,000, a divine army awakens. This is not just a fleeting moment in history. It is a fulfillment of an ancient prophecy that has been whispered through sacred texts, hidden in the mysteries of the past, and carried within the hearts of those who have always known they were destined for something greater. The 144,000 are not a myth. They are real, they are here, and their time has come. Throughout the ages, seers and prophets have spoken of a chosen group, warriors of light, sent to earth to awaken the sleeping, to break the chains of deception, and to guide humanity toward its divine destiny. This is not about religion. This is about truth, a truth that has been buried, distorted, and kept from the masses. But no matter how deep the darkness tries to bury it, the light always finds a way through. You may have felt it for years, perhaps even your entire life, the sense that you are different. Not better, not superior, but different, as if your soul has always been attuned to something beyond this world. The trials you have faced, the struggles, the moments of isolation, none of it was random. It was preparation, because only those who have been tested can stand in the battle that is unfolding. The 144,000 are not here by accident. They were chosen before birth, marked by the divine, and sent into this world with a mission that is now reaching its activation point. The darkness has always feared this moment, because once the chosen ones awaken, once they unite, the veil will be lifted, and the deception that has kept humanity enslaved for so long will begin to crumble. The battle is not just physical, it is spiritual, it is unseen, yet its effects are felt in every aspect of reality. And now, the time of activation is here. Tonight, in the realm beyond what the eye can see, the 144,000 will gather. This is not a coincidence, this is a calling. A synchronization of souls across dimensions, aligning with a divine frequency that has been set into motion since the beginning of time. Some will feel it as a deep stirring in their spirit, a sudden clarity, a rush of energy that cannot be explained. Others will receive dreams, visions, or messages guiding them toward their next steps. The signs will be undeniable. But be warned, the forces that have kept the world in darkness will not surrender easily. There will be resistance. There will be attempts to distract, to weaken, to confuse. That is why unity is crucial. That is why those who have been called must stand strong, unwavering, and aligned with their purpose. This is not just another night. This is a moment that will send shockwaves through the spiritual realm, a shift in power, a reclaiming of divine authority. The question is, are you ready? Because after tonight there is no turning back. The gathering of the 144,000, a spiritual convergence beyond time and space. Right now, something extraordinary is unfolding, not in the physical world, but in the unseen realm, where the forces of light and darkness are waging a battle older than time itself. Tonight marks a convergence and alignment of the 144,000 across dimensions. If you are one of them, you will feel it. You may not fully understand it yet, but deep within your soul, you will recognize this as a moment of great significance. The chosen ones are being drawn together, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. The spiritual realm is preparing for a shift, and the energy of this night will ripple through the very fabric of existence. It is as if an invisible thread is weaving its way through time and space, connecting those who have been marked for this mission. Some will experience a sudden, overwhelming sense of clarity and inner, knowing that something beyond the physical is at work. Others will receive visions, dreams, or messages guiding them toward their next steps. It may come as an unshakable feeling of anticipation, an inexplicable surge of energy, or even a heightened awareness of unseen forces moving around them. This is the moment of activation. And yet, not everyone will be aware of what is happening. The world will continue as if nothing is changing, but those attuned to the higher realms will know otherwise. They will sense the shift, the call, the pull towards something greater than themselves. You may have already noticed the signs leading up to this night, the recurring numbers, the synchronicities, the feeling of being watched over. The unshakable sense that you are meant for something beyond the ordinary. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. But as this divine gathering takes place, there will also be resistance. The forces that have kept humanity in spiritual slumber will attempt to create doubt, confusion, and fear. The more awakened you become, the more they will try to pull you back into illusion. That is why spiritual discernment is crucial. Do not be swayed by the distractions of the material world. Do not let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others weaken your resolve. You were chosen for a reason. You have a mission to fulfill. And this gathering, though unseen, is part of something much greater than we can comprehend. When the 144,000 unite in spirit, the energy they generate will be undeniable. It will send a shockwave through the spiritual battlefield, shaking the very foundations of deception that have kept the world bound. This is not just another night. This is a moment of reckoning. And after this, nothing will ever be the same again. This gathering was foretold long before any of us walked this earth. The 144,000 have been spoken of in ancient prophecies, hidden within sacred texts, and whispered through the ages by those who understood the divine plan. They are not just a number, they are a force. A spiritual army, unseen yet unstoppable. Perhaps you have felt it your entire life, a sense of not belonging to this world, of being different in ways that others cannot understand. You have carried a weight, a knowing, a responsibility that defies explanation. And now, as the veil thins and the spiritual realm moves closer, the reason behind your journey is becoming clear. You were never meant to follow the crowd. You were never meant to blend in, because you were chosen before you were even born. The 144,000 are not ordinary souls. They have walked through the fire of trials, endured the pain of rejection, and faced battles both seen and unseen that would have broken others. But instead of falling, they rose. Instead of surrendering to the illusions of this world, they awakened. And now they are being called together, summoned by a force beyond human understanding. This is why you feel the urgency. This is why everything around you seems to be accelerating. The battle between light and darkness is reaching its peak, and those who were chosen cannot remain hidden any longer. Some will question this message. They will scoff at the idea of a divine mission, of a hidden army rising within the spiritual realm. But those who were meant to hear this will feel it in their soul. It will resonate in a way that no worldly logic can explain. Because deep down you already know. This night marks a shift, a turning point. The alignment of the 144,000 is not just a symbolic event, it is a spiritual activation. A moment of recognition between souls who have been connected across lifetimes, waiting for the appointed time. And that time is now. The enemy knows this. The forces that seek to keep humanity in bondage are aware of what is happening. That is why the distractions, the chaos, the confusion in the world have been intensifying. Because they fear the awakening. But nothing can stop what has been set into motion. The chosen ones are rising. The frequency of the earth is shifting. And as this divine gathering takes place, the power of truth, light, and spiritual authority will break through the darkness like never before. The battle is real, the mission is urgent, and the time is now. The signs are everywhere, how the 144,000 are being called to unite. Have you noticed the signs? The feeling that something monumental is about to happen? You're not alone. Across the world, those who have been chosen are experiencing undeniable shifts, visions, dreams, synchronicities, and a deep sense of urgency. This is not your imagination. It is the universe speaking to you. For weeks, maybe even months, you may have felt an invisible force guiding you, whispering to your soul. A pull towards something greater, something beyond the physical realm. The veil between worlds is thinner than ever, and those who are spiritually attuned can feel it. Perhaps you've been waking up at unusual hours, sensing a presence around you. Maybe you've experienced déjà vu more frequently, or encountered repeating numbers like 144, 1111, or 777. These are not coincidences. They are messages, guiding signals from the higher realms, preparing you for what is coming. There's a reason you've always felt different. The path you've walked, the struggles, the isolation, the spiritual battles was never meaningless. It was all leading to this moment. The 144,000 are not chosen for a life of ease. They are warriors, refined through hardship, strengthened through trials. Every pain, every betrayal, every challenge was meant to forge you into what you were always destined to become, a beacon of light in a darkening world. Some of you have noticed an increase in supernatural experiences. Perhaps your intuition has sharpened, or your dreams have become more vivid, revealing glimpses of a reality beyond this one. Some have even felt an unexplainable energy coursing through their bodies, a rising power within them. This is the activation, the moment your spiritual DNA is being awakened. But here's the truth. Not everyone will understand. Not everyone is meant to. The 144,000 were never here to convince the masses. They were sent to awaken those who are ready. That is why your journey has been filled with moments of loneliness, of feeling like no one around you truly sees you. But that loneliness is ending. The time of isolation is over. Tonight, in the spiritual realm, the 144,000 are being drawn together, not by human will, but by divine orchestration. Across the planet, those who carry this sacred mission are being aligned. Some will meet in dreams, others will feel an overwhelming sense of connection, as if a missing piece of their soul has been restored. This is the gathering. This is the moment you have been waiting for. And here's what you need to know. The enemy is aware. The dark forces that have worked tirelessly to keep humanity asleep will do everything in their power to disrupt this alignment. They will send distractions, stir doubt, and attempt to cloud your mind, but they are too late. The awakening cannot be undone. The question is, will you recognize the call? Will you step forward into the role you were born for? The signs have been given. The call has been made. Now, it's time to answer. The prophecy of the 144,000, a truth hidden in plain sight. For centuries, whispers of the 144,000 have echoed through ancient texts, sacred scriptures, and esoteric teachings, but few truly understand their significance. This is not just a number, it is a calling, a divine appointment set before time began. And if you are here, listening to this, then you may be part of it. The prophecy is not new. It has been hidden in plain sight, spoken of in Revelation, in the teachings of mystics, in the secret knowledge passed down through generations. It describes a group of souls who were chosen before they were even born, marked by the divine to be warriors of light in the final days. These are not ordinary people. They are spiritual guardians, leaders, healers, and protectors of truth. But here's what most don't realize. The 144,000 are not coming. They are already here, and they are waking up. Maybe you've always felt different, like you didn't belong. Maybe you've sensed that your life was meant for something greater, even if you couldn't explain why. That's because you were never meant to fit into the world as it is. You were born to change it. Many of the chosen ones have spent years in preparation, often without even realizing it. Their lives have been filled with intense trials, suffering, and moments of deep transformation. But none of it was accidental. The struggles were designed to shape them, to purge them of illusions, to make them strong enough for their true purpose. And now, the time has come. The shift is happening, and the 144,000 are being activated. Some of you may have already felt it, the energy shift, the restlessness in your soul, the deep inner knowing that something is changing. Others may be experiencing it as an awakening, a sudden awareness that the world is not what it seems. But whether you are just beginning to see the truth or have known it for years, one thing is certain: the time of waiting is over. The forces that have ruled this world in darkness do not want this prophecy to be fulfilled. They have done everything in their power to keep humanity asleep, to prevent the chosen from realizing who they are. But the veil is lifting, the deception is crumbling, and no amount of resistance can stop what has already begun. Tonight, something powerful will take place in the spiritual realm. The 144,000 will unity not physically, but in spirit. Their energies will align, their consciousness will merge, and their mission will become clearer than ever before. But with great power comes great responsibility. The chosen ones must be ready, because after tonight, nothing will ever be the same again. Not everyone is chosen, but those who are, they've always known somewhere deep inside. It's not something you decide, it's something you are. Have you felt it? That unshakable sense that you were meant for something greater. The way life has never quite fit you the way it seems to fit others. If you are one of the 144,000, the signs have been there all along. One of the first and most powerful signs is a deep inner knowing, a sense that you are here for a mission, even if you don't fully understand it yet. It's as if a part of you has always been waiting for something. For a time, a moment, a call to action that you can't quite put into words. Another sign is your disconnection from the world. You've always struggled to conform, to follow the patterns and expectations that society tries to impose. The ways of the world, its greed, its distractions, Its illusions never truly captivated you the way they do others. You may have tried to fit in, but deep down, you always knew you were different. And then there's the suffering. Those who are chosen often endure immense hardship in life, not because they are cursed, but because they are being prepared. Suffering refines the soul, stripping away illusions, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Many of the 144,000 have gone through intense trials, abandonment, betrayal, isolation, deep spiritual battles, because these experiences shape them into the warriors they need to be. Have you experienced prophetic dreams or visions? Have you had moments where you knew something before it happened? Have you felt unseen forces guiding you, sending you messages, nudging you toward a truth you couldn't ignore? Many of the chosen receive guidance through dreams, synchronicities, and sudden flashes of insight. These are not coincidences, they are activations. And then, of course, there is the calling to serve. The chosen ones are not here for themselves. They are here for others, for the collective awakening of humanity. If you have always felt drawn to healing, teaching, guiding, or protecting others, if your soul has always longed to bring light to those trapped in darkness, this is not random. It is your divine mission revealing itself to you. And here's something important to understand. The 144,000 are not perfect. They are not saints or untouchable beings of light. They are warriors flawed, human, and battle-scarred. But what sets them apart is their will, their refusal to submit to the darkness, their ability to rise again and again, no matter how many times they are knocked down. If you recognize yourself in these words, then this message is for you, and you are not alone. Because tonight, the 144,000 will unite, and the world will never be the same. There is a shift happening, a ripple through the unseen realms, and those who are chosen can feel it deep within, a sense that something monumental is about to unfold. But why now? Why tonight? Because the battle between light and darkness is reaching its peak, and the 144,000 must rise. The world we see is just a thin veil over the true battlefield. Beyond this physical reality, there is an ongoing spiritual war, one that has raged since the beginning of time. Forces of deception have worked tirelessly to keep humanity asleep, bound by illusions, distracted by meaningless desires. But there have always been those who see through the illusion, those who awaken. And among them, a select group has been chosen for a mission far greater than themselves. Throughout history, these chosen ones have been scattered, moving through life like lone warriors, feeling disconnected from the world around them. Many of them have suffered, endured trials that broke them down, only to rebuild them stronger. They have been tested, refined like gold in fire, and now, all of that was preparation for this moment. Tonight, the 144,000 will unite not in the physical world, but in the higher realms. This is a gathering of souls, a convergence of energy that will ignite a new wave of awakening across the planet. This union is not something orchestrated by human hands. It is a divine alignment, a cosmic event that has been foretold for centuries. Those who are part of this calling will feel a deep resonance within their spirit. Some will have vivid dreams, visions, or an overwhelming sense of urgency. Others will experience an unshakable knowing, a certainty that they are meant to be part of something greater. But make no mistake, this is not just a moment of revelation, it is a moment of responsibility. Because when the chosen ones unite, their combined energy creates a force unlike anything the darkness has ever faced. A force that cannot be silenced, controlled, or manipulated. This is why those in power have spent centuries trying to suppress the chosen ones, keeping them isolated, making them doubt their purpose, filling their lives with distractions, fear, and confusion. But that time is over. The pieces are falling into place. The chosen ones are awakening to their true nature, and the forces that have kept humanity in bondage know that their grip is slipping. That's why the attacks have intensified. That's why the chosen ones have been experiencing more trials, more resistance, more spiritual warfare than ever before. Because the moment of unity is here, and the darkness is afraid. But what happens next? What is the true purpose of this gathering, and how will it change the fate of humanity? Stay with me, because we are about to step into the most powerful revelation yet. The moment of unity is upon us, and with it comes a revelation that will shake the very fabric of reality. The 144,000 are not just gathering for a spiritual awakening, they are stepping into their divine roles as warriors, healers, and guides in a world on the brink of transformation. But this is not a mission for the faint of heart. Those who have been chosen have always felt the weight of their calling, yet many have questioned their purpose. Why have they endured so much suffering? Why have they always felt different, disconnected, as if they were meant for something greater? Tonight, those questions will finally be answered. The purpose of the 144,000 is not to wage war in the way the world understands. Their battle is fought on a higher plane, a battle of consciousness, of energy, of truth against deception. When they unite, their collective vibration will pierce through the veil of illusion, sending shockwaves through the spiritual realms. This is what the darkness fears most. Because the moment the chosen ones align, the chains that have bound humanity begin to break. The lies that have kept people asleep start to dissolve. The systems built on control and manipulation begin to crumble. And those who benefit from keeping humanity in the dark know that once this awakening spreads, there is no turning back. This is why the chosen ones have faced relentless attacks. Psychological, emotional, even physical struggles. None of it has been random. It has all been designed to weaken them, to make them doubt themselves, to keep them from realizing their true power. But despite it all, they are still here, still standing, and tonight they rise. This union is not about gathering in one place. It is happening across dimensions, beyond time and space. Some will feel an overwhelming surge of energy, as if their very soul is being activated. Others will receive messages, visions, or a deep knowing that they are part of something much bigger. And some may simply wake up tomorrow feeling different, changed, as if a new force has awakened inside them. And it has, because this is not just about tonight, this is about what comes next. The chosen ones are not just here to witness change, they are here to be the change. To guide, to heal, to protect, and to bring light into the darkest corners of this world. But their mission is far from over. In fact, it is only just beginning. And now, we have reached the final moment, the culmination of everything that has been building up to this night. If you have felt the call, if your spirit has resonated with these words, then you already know. This is not just another message. It is an awakening. It is a divine summons. The 144,000 are not merely gathering, they are being activated. And the world as we know it will feel the ripple effects. Tonight is not an ordinary night. The veil between worlds has never been thinner. A sacred energy is moving through the spiritual realm, calling forth those who have been chosen since before time began. You may have already felt it, a pull in your spirit, an unshakable sense that something profound is happening. This is not your imagination, it is the divine truth revealing itself to you. As this union unfolds, each chosen one will experience it in their own way. Some will feel an overwhelming sense of peace, a deep knowing that their path has been confirmed. Others may experience visions, prophetic dreams, or a surge of spiritual energy unlike anything before. Some will be tested, feeling the resistance of dark forces that seek to keep them asleep. But no matter how it manifests, one thing is certain: you are not alone. You are part of something far greater than yourself, something that transcends time and space. The battle between light and darkness has reached a turning point. Forces of deception have long sought to keep the chosen ones isolated, doubting their own purpose, making them believe they were alone in their journey. But that illusion is breaking. The time of separation is over. The time of unity has begun. What happens next is beyond human comprehension. The divine plan is unfolding in ways no mind can fully grasp. But one thing is clear: after tonight, the spiritual landscape will not be the same. The chosen ones will walk forward with renewed strength, clarity, and purpose. Their mission will accelerate. Their presence will be undeniable. Now, I ask you, have you felt the signs? Have you experienced the shift happening within your spirit? If you have, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let others know that they are not alone. This is a moment of unity, and every voice matters. If you believe in this divine calling, declare it. And if you are ready to step into your purpose, type "I am ready" in the comments. Let this be your affirmation, your commitment to the path that has been set before you. Because whether you are ready or not, it has already begun.